Welcome to Connection Ministries Summer Friendship Gathering Training Series for volunteers. This episode provides ideas for preparing and participating in discussion groups. Thank you for being part of the 2023 Summer Friendship Gathering. Your role as a discussion group leader or one of the friendship companions during the discussion group time is tremendously important, and we appreciate your willingness to review these training materials. This video will give you an overview of the discussion group dynamics. It will also offer tips for your preparation, facilitation, and participation in these small groups. The discussion group time is a vital element in the gathering. It is an opportunity for talking about the large group lesson. It is also a special time for small group prayer, acts of service, and craft projects. A good number of people who will never say anything in a large group setting may participate in a small group. It is a place where intimate Christian community can be formed. Some of our friends with disabilities do not use words, and we may wonder if the discussion or prayer time is well spent. It is through the formation of these small Christian communities that the Holy Spirit can move hearts. Last summer, we studied how we can reimagine community. We were not meant to live our lives alone, but share the love of Jesus and our gifts, as well as connect with others around us. Make sure to leave plenty of room in your group for the prayer time. Romans chapter 8, verses 26 and 27 states, "The Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. And He searches our hearts, knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for God's people in accordance with the will of God." The discussion and prayer time should not be rushed. There may be something the Holy Spirit wants to accomplish through this time together as a small group. The discussion groups will meet following the large group lesson on days 1 and 2. There is no discussion group on day 3. The discussion group room assignments will be communicated in an announcement at the end of the large group lesson. Each group will be designated by a colored sticker placed on each person's name tag. As each color is announced, volunteers with that color will lead their group to the correct room. We ask that each gathering group organize their discussion groups. Friendship leaders will provide Connection Ministries with their discussion group assignments 3 weeks before the event. This will allow us time to prepare the name tags and small group rosters. Please have 1 to 2 volunteers available at your gathering event to put stickers on the name tags when Connection Ministries staff arrive at the first evening of your gathering, to go along with the discussion group assignments. When creating your discussion groups, be sure to balance each group with friends who have a variety of intellectual levels and the ability to use words. Also include families and caregivers in the group assignments. The person leading the discussion group is the discussion group leader. They should already be a volunteer companion who has established relationships in the friendship group. The remaining friendship companions should be encouraged to participate in the event and be assigned to a discussion group to assist the discussion leaders. Each event will need 4 to 6 discussion groups and volunteers to lead them, depending on the number of friends with disabilities, families and caregivers, and volunteers that register. The discussion group leaders and friendship companions should not only view this video, but they will also need to view the large group lesson videos for day 1 and 2. Connection Ministries has also prepared a discussion group leaders guide that you can download and print either at home or through your church. If requested, we will mail you a copy. This guide, along with the videos, will prepare you to either lead or participate in the discussion time. We have also prepared a discussion booklet as a take-home piece for all participants. It has a summarized story for each day, illustrations, and the same questions you will find in the Discussion Group Leaders Guide. For every gathering, Connection Ministries will bring enough discussion booklets for everyone. Be sure everyone writes their name on the front cover of their booklet. It is important to note the discussion group leader is a facilitator, not a lecturer. The facilitator's goal is to encourage participation from everyone in the group. Encourage members of your group to read portions out of the story. Be sure to engage the families and direct support staff in the conversations. When you ask a question, be patient and wait for a response. If discussion starts slowly, use simple yes or no questions with simple follow-up questions to get the conversation going. Companions need to be ready to assist the discussion group leader with additional questions to help keep the discussion going. It is important that everyone be prepared. Be sure to review the questions and answers that will be asked. They are available in the Discussion Group Leaders Guide. Help your friends with disabilities. After you give them time to answer, it's okay to whisper the answer in their ear. Include families and caregivers, and make sure everyone feels welcome to participate in answering the questions. The discussion and prayer time will be just as important for the families and caregivers and volunteers as for our friends with disabilities. For day one, we will do an activity called Fishing for People. You will find the description for this activity on Connection Ministries website next to the link for this training video. Connection Ministries will provide the supplies needed for this project. If additional crafts or service projects are planned, leave adequate time. However, make sure the project is started after the discussion and prayers. There needs to be at least one volunteer at each table to lead the project and assist. Time is limited, so it will be difficult to include additional Bible reading beyond what is offered in the curriculum. The take-home discussion booklets will be collected and placed in the discussion table bin after day one. The booklets will again be used on day two. Following the discussion group on day two, everyone can take their discussion booklets home. Following the discussion group on days 1 and 2, name tags will be collected and placed back in the discussion table bins. They will be available at the registration table the next day. At the end of day 3 worship service, an announcement will be made that everyone who wants to keep their name tag can take it home with them. You are encouraged to review the notes for this presentation along with the Discussion Group Leaders Guide. The links to these resources can be found on the Connection Ministries website next to this training video. Please bring your copy of these notes and your discussion group guide to the gathering. Again, please review the large group lesson videos for day 1 and 2. Thank you for your willingness to be part of this year's Summer Friendship Gathering. If you have any questions or need information, you can email us at connect@connection-ministries.org or call our office 317-646-5067. If you would like to provide financial support for the Summer Friendship Gatherings, you can give online at connection-ministries.org.